D1 family, it is Monday. Let's get this fire started for this boot camp today. We got a lower body day coming at you hot and heavy. Let's start it with the warm-up. Grab a couch, grab a wall, grab a broomstick, whatever you can get to get you some balance. First thing, we're starting off leg swings, going 5 on each side, kicking it back, kicking it forward. Good, getting a nice stretch in those hip flexors and those hamstrings. Good. If you have a couch, if you have a chair, you can just switch legs, keep holding it on the same side. After that, we got hip circles. We are going to be facing whatever we're holding, driving that leg back, bringing that knee all the way to our shoulders. Roger, if you want to go ahead and get a side view for us. Yep, beautiful. Kicking that leg back, driving that knee up, opening that hip socket. Beautiful. After that, we got hip cradles. We are grabbing our knee, grabbing our ankle, pulling it up nice and tall. 5 on each side, stretching out that backside, getting this body warmed up. Beautiful job. Good. Trying to get that knee and ankle as high as you can in the air. Good. And after that, we're just going to jog in place for 15 seconds. If you want to go outside, jog a lap. We'll see you in a little bit. Ready? Jogging in place. Go. Good. You don't have to get high knees. Just pick those feet up. As many reps as you can get. Nice light jog. We're strolling down the beach. We got a few more seconds. And rest. All right. Going through that one more time. Start with leg swings, 5 on each leg. Good. Holding on to a broomstick, keeping that balance. Coach Rayleigh's holding on to a chair, and Coach Rogers holding on to his couch. Remember, you can do this on a wall or whatever piece of equipment you have at home. Good. Moving to the hip circles. We see the side view from Rayleigh here, throwing that leg back, driving that knee up. Coach Kayla is using that broomstick. Good. Nice and slow, opening up those hips, really squeezing that backside to move and control that leg. You on cradles? Coach Rogers moving on to those hip cradles. Grabbing that knee, grabbing that ankle, pulling it up, getting a nice stretch for a second or two. Ready to jog in place? All right, 15 seconds and go. Beautiful. Just get nice and consistent with our movement, getting that blood flowing. It's like we're jogging a lap. We're taking a nice stroll down the beach in the sand, feeling that warm sand going through our toes, and rest. All right, guys, we'll see you for the workout. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we got 2 minutes of work. It is pick your poison. You can either do wall sits or you can either do walking lunges. We got Coach Kayla, Coach Roger doing the wall sits, keeping those thighs parallel to the ground, or we got Rayleigh doing walking lunges, having a nice light tap on the ground with that knee, okay? We got 2 minutes of work. Are you ready? Owen, are you ready? Rayleigh, are you ready?
I'm ready.
All right, hey, 2 minutes, starting in 3, 2. Beautiful. Great job.
All right, story time. Let's hear it.
If you notice, Coach Kayla has parallel thighs to the ground. Her feet are firmly planted. Rayleigh is tapping that egg on the ground with her knee, not going down too hard. Coach Roger, he's getting after it, having a good time.
Already in pain. This is, yeah.
If you want, you can grab a weight.
Oh. Yeah, I have a weight on there.
Thanks, Coach. Hey, I got a story for you, Axe.
All right.
So one day I was working out at D1 during this quarantine, and Coach Roger comes up to me and gives me a weight, and he says, I want you to lift it. Guess what? I lifted it.
No way.
So I gave him a weight, and he's going to keep it up in the air, keeping those thighs parallel. Rayleigh's doing an awesome job. Beautiful form, 90 degrees in those knees, hips, and ankles. Coach Kayla cheering herself on.
2 minutes. Woo!
You only got 45 more seconds of work.
Let's go.
I want you to think of something in life that brings you joy.
Not
It may be wall sits, it may be lunges, it may be being done with the workout after this, right? So hey, you want to challenge yourself these last 30 seconds, throw those hands in the air, wave them like you just don't care.
Woo!
Beautiful. Coach Rogers just enjoying that 20 pounds of weight. Hey, if you got a baby at home, go ahead, hold it, love it, hug it, whatever you're feeling. We only got 15 seconds. Hey, if you got a puppy, if you got a kitty, whatever you got, add that weight on, call that dog over. We got 5, 4, 3, 2. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's go ahead, get these circuits started and get you on to this Monday. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we got a 6-minute AM. Grab as many good rounds as possible. Coach Roger is going to demonstrate for us our 4 exercises. First thing we are doing, goblet squat, twisting those feet into the ground, driving those knees over the feet, sitting back in the chair with the chest up, having great form. After that, we got step-ups. You can do it with a knee drive. You can do it with a weight. Whatever you feel is going to get you that work. We're doing 6 on each leg. After that, a single leg glute bridge. Driving one leg up, keeping those knees in line, squeezing through the hips, driving that heel into the ground. After that, we got an overhead rotational crunch. So you're going to keep your hands over your head. As you're sitting up, you're going to rotate 10 on each side. If that's uncomfortable, you don't feel safe doing that, give me 20 crunches, okay? Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Hey, are you ready?
I'm ready.
Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Here we go. We got 6 minutes of work, starting with some goblet squats in 3, 2, and beautiful. Keeping that weight close to the chest, twisting those feet in the ground. Knees are going over the feet, sitting back in that chair, keeping that chest up. Beautiful. Controlling it for those 10 reps. Moving into the step-ups. Coach Roger is going to be doing a step-up on a low box. Coach Kayla is stepping up on a chair with the weight close to her chest. If you need a modification, Rayleigh is doing a reverse lunge for you with that knee drive. Okay? We got 6 on each side, 12 reps total for that second exercise. Good, great job. Make sure that knee is staying over that foot. Moving on into that single leg glute bridge. As you see, Coach Kayla has that foot on the chair, making it a little bit more difficult. We got Coach Roger doing that single leg bridge. And if you need a modification, Rayleigh's got that double leg bridge for you, making it a little easier, making sure she gets 20 reps. If you're doing the single leg, you're just doing 10 on each side. Great job, everyone. Keeping those hips nice and square, squeezing through that back side, building some great form and leg strength. After that, moving up into the rotational overhead crunch. Beautiful. Twisting as you're coming up. Big squeeze in the core. If you notice, we got 2 modifications. We got 20 reps of full setups or 20 reps of crunches. Okay, getting those shoulder blades off of the ground. We are not swinging our arms. We're keeping them nice and stable. Only using our abs, trying to get that 6-pack. It's almost summertime.
Oh, yeah.
No quarantine is going to ruin our ab gains. No, no. Making sure we get 20 reps, and then we're going on to the next round. Hey, that's 2 minutes of work. Let's try and get through 2 more rounds. Start with those goblet or body weight squats. Just a reminder of the form. We are driving those knees over those feet, keeping those feet planted into the ground, squeezing those shoulders back, keeping that chest up, holding that weight up by the chest so we aren't crunching over. Beautiful. Love what I'm seeing. Coach Roger, how are we feeling today?
Feeling good.
Happy Monday.
Well, you didn't start the week off on a good note.
Hey, what kind of day is it today?
Great day.
Oh, it's a great day to be great. That's what it is. Get those step-ups, 12 total, 6 on each side. We are either doing the reverse lunges or the high box step-ups, making sure we are driving that knee up, squeezing that core nice and tight, keeping that knee over that foot. You can either alternate like Coach Kayla, or you can do them all on one leg like Coach Roger. Moving on into the single leg hip bridge, driving that heel into the ground, keeping that knee in line with the other, keeping those hips in a straight line. We don't want that hip tipping over. Pretend we got a bucket of water on our hips. We don't want it to spill. Coach Kayla has her feet on the box, making it a little bit harder, while Rayleigh has both heels driving into the ground, squeezing through, still building great muscles in that backside. Coach Roger, what are we doing next? Oh, those rotational crunches, keeping those feet planted on the floor. Coach Kayla's giving us those regular sit-ups, and Rayleigh's giving us those crunches for those modifications. Making sure we're getting 20 reps total, 10 twists each side, or 20 reps, okay? Good, keeping some quality form, squeezing through. If you have your hands on your head, we aren't pulling our head up, we're keeping those hands over our head. Beautiful, hey, we are more than halfway there. We're trying to get through one more round. Rayleigh's starting us off with those goblet squats. Just so you can see the wonderful form we got here. Knees are over the toes. Hips are sitting backwards, keeping that chest up nice and tall. Coach Kayla's getting a little bit lower for us if you got that flexibility, mobility, ability to get a full grass squat. Going into the reverse lunges. If you notice, Rayleigh is not letting her knee cave in. She's keeping it out, squeezing that backside. For the step up, same thing. We're keeping that knee over the feet. Alternating, we're doing it all on one leg, making sure we get 12 reps total, 6 on each side. Great job, Coach Roger. Driving that knee up, getting nice, consistent form and reps. Just cruising and grooving, building that lower body musculature. Hey, we got 1 minute left. How much can you do? How much work do you want to get? How great do you want to be this week? Let's find out. Awesome job. Bridging up, squeezing that backside, not using our hamstrings, not using our back, but using those motors. Great job. Hey, we got 30 seconds of work. Make sure we're speeding through with great form. Remember, it's an AM grab, as many good rounds as possible, okay? Moving on into the sit-ups. You can continue to do the rotations if that's getting a little too tough, a little too tiring. Move on just to the regular sit-ups or the crunches, sending those hands through, and you got 5, 4, 3, 2. Moving on to circuit number 2 in just a little bit. We'll see you there. All right, D1 family, it is time for circuit number 2. We got 8 minutes of work. Coach Roger is going to demonstrate for us. We got, first thing is a deadlift. You can use 1 dumbbell, you can use 2, you can use a kettlebell, a backpack, cat, dog, mouse, whatever you want. If you want, you can have the mini band on. We're going to be using it later. All right, after that, glute bridge walkouts. Driving up, walking those feet out, 1 step at a time. We got 1 foot in front of the other. Keeping those hips up in the air, keeping it nice and straight. After that, we're hopping up. We got mini band lateral walks. If you don't have a mini band, no problem. You're just gonna walk it out, get a little squat in between, right? After that, we got butterfly sit-ups. If that band's a little too tight, go ahead, send it down to the ankles. If not, go ahead, keep it on. Squeezing those glutes, driving those knees out. And then after that, hopping up, getting those butt kicks. Pretend you're running on the beach, all right? All right, hey, you ready?
I'm always ready.
Are you ready?
Let's do it.
I know you ready.
I'm ready.
At home, are you ready? Hey, we got 8 minutes, as many good rounds as possible, starting off with 10 deadlifts in 3, 2, and... Beautiful, great job. Just like a squat, we are driving those knees out over the feet. We're keeping those feet planted. Coach Kayla has 2 dumbbells for us. Rayleigh touching her hands to the ground, okay? Remember, you can use a cat or dog, you can use your baby, you can use whatever you have. Fill up a 5-gallon bucket with some water if you want. Moving out to those glute bridge walkouts. If those walkouts are a little too tough on the back, hamstrings, and glutes, you can just do a march. Big thing is, Rayleigh, go ahead and send those hips up just a little bit more. I want you to be squeezing that backside as much as possible. We're doing that 10 on each. Good. Great job. Good. Coach Kayla has the mini band around her ankles. Coach Roger has the mini band around his knees. Go ahead, take a look at Coach Roger's knees. They aren't caving in whatsoever, right? Still squeezing those glutes, driving those knees out. Good. After those 10 reps, we are moving into lateral mini band walks, 5 on each. Coach Kayla has the band around her ankles. Totally fine. You can have it around your feet, around your knees, in the middle of your shins, whatever you want, right? Moving into the butterfly sit-ups for Coach Roger. We're still getting 10 reps. Good. And for the modification, if that's a little tight on your hips, Rayleigh's gonna show us just a regular crunch, regular sit-up, feet flat on the floor. Beautiful. Get 10 reps and then, hey, on to the butt kicks. We're getting 20 reps total, 10 on each side. Coach Roger slapping his belly, keeping that fire burning inside his soul, moving back onto the dumbbells. Coach Kayla's got her arms moving, having a good time. Awesome. Hey, that's 2 minutes down. We got 6 more to go. How many rounds can you get? I want to know how many people are beating Coach Roger today. Moving on to the walkouts. Still keeping that band around his knees. Keeping those bands around the ankle. Oh, Kayla took off the bands. That's totally fine.
It came off for butt kicks. Didn't come back on yet.
That's totally fine. And then Rayleigh's still getting our bridge marches. Good. If you notice, her toe is not pointing forward, it's pointing back at me. Keeping those hips at 90 degrees and then driving those heels back down into the ground. Remember, that's 10 reps total or 10 reps on each if you are doing the marches. Coach Roger moving in to the mini band walkouts. Coach Kayla strapping that band on her ankles, going 5 steps each way, squeezing those glutes. Hey, we got 5 minutes left. I think we can get a few more rounds in. Great job. Driving those knees out, sending those hands through on those butterfly crunches, or just doing our regular crunches.
My glutes on fire.
Oh yeah. Moving into those butt kicks. Hey, get those hands moving. Turn on some of that 80s disco music. Dance to the beat. Beautiful. Good. Coach Roger is moving on to round 3. Same thing with Coach Kayla. Good. Just a reminder, you can do the deadlifts with no weight. You can use it with 1 dumbbell or kettlebell, whatever piece of equipment you have. It can even be a backpack. Or using 2 dumbbells. Make sure you are keeping that back nice and flat. Let's get a side view of Rayleigh real quick. Not arching that back. Chest isn't going towards the ground. Sending those hips back. Beautiful. Hey, we are more than halfway there. Coach Kayla, how we feeling?
Awesome.
Fantastic. Coach Raj, how we feeling?
Oh, we're feeling.
He's feeling it. Rayleigh, how we feeling?
I'm feeling good.
I love it. Hey, we are almost there. Keep moving 1 foot in front of the other. 1 foot to the side. Driving those knees out. Notice how Coach Roger is not letting those knees cave in. He's driving those knees out over his feet. Same thing with Coach Kayla, getting a big stride going. Moving into those butterfly crunches. Now is a great time to check in on how your form is going. Is your shoulders down and back? Nice big chest. Are your knees driving out? Are your shoulder blades coming off of the ground on the crunches? make sure that you're keeping up with a coach or, hey, beating Roger. We all want to see Roger losing on these AM grabs. Moving on into the butt kicks. Getting some great quality movement, getting that cardio going, getting that heart pumping. How much more time we got? Oh, we got 2.5 more minutes. We are almost there. Make sure we still have great form. Moving nice and consistent. Great quality of movement. Rayleigh's still right here with no weight. Kayla's got the 2 dumbbells, keeping that back flat, chest up. Awesome job, coach. We're working, we're moving, we're grinding. Good, driving those heels into the ground. Nice, slow, consistent steps. Getting 10 reps total. 20 reps or 20 steps if you're doing the marches like Rayleigh over here. Great job. We are almost there. In the words of Dory, just keep swimming through this workout. 1 rep, 1 set, 1 moment at a time on this Monday. Morning, evening, afternoon, night, whenever you are working out. Great job, Coach Roger, Coach Kaylin, Rayleigh. We're pushing, we're pumping, we're grinding, we're moving. We got 1 more minute, just 60 seconds of work, and then you get a little rest, get some water breaks. Hey, and it's totally fine if you need to take a rest real quick, grab a quick sip, right? We want quality of movement over just getting through it, right? We are on to the butt kicks. We got bands flying off. We got heart rates skyrocketing.
Sweat dripping.
Sweat dripping. Having fun. Letting the good times roll. Beautiful. Hey, we got 30 seconds. I want to see us get to those butt kicks.
That's a long way away.
That's it, yeah. All right, hey, 15 seconds. Let's go ahead and finish this round that you're on. Great quality of movement. Keep those hips up for me, Coach Roger. Great job, Coach Kayla. Rayleigh getting started on it. As many reps as you can get. We got 5, 4, 3, 2, and... Hey, go ahead, head to that wall. We'll see you in a little bit. All right, D1 family, we are back on the wall for another count of 1, 2 minutes of wall sits or walking lunges. It's pick your poison. So if you want to do it, get after it. Hey, just so you know, if you hear any noise in the background, Thor joined us today for this Monday. He just wanted to say hello, give us a little bit of thunder. Are you guys ready? Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Am I ready? Yes. Are you ready? All right, hey, we got 2 minutes in 3, 2, and... Beautiful. Getting those wall sits, getting those lunges. Lightly tapping. Tap it, lightly tapping on the ground. We got our thighs parallel to the ground at 90 degrees. I'll join you for a little bit. Hey, Raj, how are you?
Coach?
Hey, I got a story for you, Ag. So, in this quarantine, I can't find a barber anywhere. I look like a hoodlum, a hooligan. My hair's flowing all over the place, so I just shaved it off. So, I give free haircuts if you want. I only know how to buzz. So, I'm gonna stop that though.
From 6 feet away?
Yeah.
It's a stick, like with a shaver on the end.
You just get the wooden dowel and you just shave around the head. So, but yeah, hey, it's the new look. It's the quarantine fade.
Why'd nobody give Rayleigh a 20-pound dumbbell?
Yeah. Rayleigh, do you want some weight?
I don't think so.
She wants some weight.
I don't know.
Well, we'll see if we can. Thor, can we get her some weight, please?
Woo!
No.
My legs are feeling it after
No,
those
he feels
circuits.
for her. So hey, I know it's burning. I know we're tired. But hey, it's a great day to be great, so let's push through it, right? Get those hands off the knees, squeeze that core, squeeze those quads, get after it. Keeping that great form, staying at 90 degrees, staying parallel. I want you to think happy thoughts. Hey, And just like in Finding Nemo, just keep swimming, just keep swimming. No?
You getting close?
Almost. Man, I forgot to start my stopwatch.
Believe that.
I'm just kidding. We got 15 seconds left.
Woo!
We are almost there. Rayleigh, keep putting one foot in front of the other in 3, 2, 1.
Yikes.
Oh yeah, let's finish off with some core. We'll see you in a bit. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we got one more core circuit getting going. We got 20 seconds on, 10 seconds off. We are going heel taps and hip raises on my whistle, okay? Going 30 seconds for each exercise, 20 seconds on, 10 seconds off. Are we ready to go?
Ready.
Sorry, the sky's still broken, so you're gonna hear some stuff. But we are going heel taps in 3, 2, 1. Beautiful. Coach Roger is keeping his shoulders off the ground. Same thing with Coach Kayla. Rayleigh's got her shoulders a little bit closer to the ground, not moving as far out for a modification. If this is getting tough, just slow it down a little bit. Keep that quality. I don't care about quantity. And rest up a little bit, lay down, shake it out. Let's get ready for that second one. Raising those hips off of the ground. And good. Getting that lower back off of the ground. If that's a little tough, we're just raising those knees to the chest, not going up as high as the regular reverse crunch. You can have your hands under your hips or to the side. We got 5 seconds. Whoops, double whistle, double tap. All right, going back to those heel taps in 3, 2, 1. Beautiful. Coach Rogers tapping that swoosh on the side of his foot. Kayla's living that 3-stripe life, hitting that Adidas logo in her gray, white shoes. And then Rayleigh's, who are actually supposed to be gray and white, she's tapping that Nike symbol. Beautiful. All right, going back to those hip raises. Ready? Good. Getting that lower back and hips all the way off of the ground. Like I said before, you can keep those hands to the side, overhead, or under your glutes. Rayleigh bringing her knees up, not going too high. In 3, 2.
One more round, dude.
Oh yeah, we are on our last 2 exercises. Last 20 seconds in 3, 2, and beautiful. Keep pushing through. I know it's a tough workout today, but we're getting through it with you. 1 rep, 1 set, 1 moment at a time. Ladies and gentlemen, we just got 5 more seconds of these heel taps. Good. Rest up, shake it out. Let's get ready for the last exercise. Raising up those hips in 3, 2, and I know, Thor.
You only work so hard.
We're moving, we're pushing, we're grinding, we're getting through it. We got 8 seconds left. We got 5 seconds left. In 3, 2, 1. Hey, great job today. We got to cool down. We'll see you in a bit. All right, ladies and gentlemen, great job today. That was an awesome lower body workout. Let's go ahead and cool it down. First thing we are doing is a nice little quad pull for 20 seconds. Just bringing up that ankle, squeezing, stretching out that quad, holding it for a few seconds on each side. We got 20 seconds of that, then we're moving into the next one. Good, you can bring that arm up, hold it for as little or as long as you want. You can go the full 20 seconds, 10 seconds on each, or you can just alternate. All right. Next exercise for the cool down we are doing is a knee tuck, pulling it up, stretching that whole backside, getting that hamstring stretch, picking that knee up, driving it all the way up to the chest. Big squeeze, big stretch. last thing we are doing is a Spider-Man stretch, world's greatest stretch. We're gonna throw our leg back and drive that foot forward. If we want to get a side view, Coach Roger, give us that side view real quick. Good. We are stretching out every single muscle in our lower body with this exercise. It gets your hip flexors, it gets your groins, it gets your hamstrings and your glutes, your calves, all of the above, right? Holding it. We're not moving too fast. We're moving nice and slow. Get the stretch. You can have your knee on the ground. You can have it off the ground. Make sure you get the same amount each side, and then when you're done, going right back to those quad pulls for another 20 seconds. Are we ready, coaches?
Ready.
On you.
It was a tough one. It was good. My legs were burning.
What about you, Brandon?
It's pretty good.
You like those lunges?
Yeah.
Roger, how you feeling today?
It was a good one. Good way to start the week.
Oh yeah, happy Monday. Hey, we're gonna go ahead and switch after this last rep. Make sure you get the same amount each side, going into those knee tucks for 20 seconds. Moving nice and slow. Hey, focus on your breathing in and out through the nose. Nice and calm, relaxed. Lower that heart rate just a little bit. And last thing we are doing, going into those Spider-Mans or the world's greatest stretch, driving that foot up right next to that hand. Okay. Rayleigh has that knee on the ground. She's getting a little bit more of a stretch on that front leg while pushing those hips to the ground. Coach Kayla's got her knee off of the ground, but still sinking those hips into the ground. Coach Roger's getting after it. Hey, let's go ahead and finish up, get the same amount each side. Let's stand up, bring it in, break it down. All right, hey, it's Monday. Time to start the week off strong. We're getting after it. We just got our work done. Have a great morning, afternoon, evening, or night. Be great on me. Be great on me, be great on three. 1, 2, 3.
Be great.